friends, this is Funtographymakes, and I wanted to come on to show you a little project that I'm making. I was really inspired by, there's some seed packet projects I've seen on YouTube by a couple different makers actually, and I thought it would be fun to play around and make my own, so that's what I'm showing you today. These are my little seed packets, and they're embellishments because this does not come out. I glued it in there. Here's another one. So I'm using a seed packet die by Honeybee Stamps. I don't know where the package is right now. Oh, here it is. So this is the seed packet Honeybee cuts. And I like this one because it's a little bit thinner than the Gina Marie Designs. This is the Gina Marie Designs, but as you can tell, it's just a little bit thinner. So I decided to go with this one because it fit my digitals better. So I am using some digital prints from, here, let me show you this pile because it's the pile I'm using. Some digital seed packet prints from Gecko Galz. I might use this one. This one's pretty cool. But here's a couple different ones. I already cut them out. These are 2 different packs. And you can find her Etsy shop. I'll link it below. But they have some really beautiful, these turned out, and they're bright. They're very pretty. Here's a little rose. So this is pretty. This one has more white in it than cream. But that's what I am using for digital stamps. I also tea dyed some paper, so that's what I'm using for my seed packet. This is honestly just printer weight paper, but you can use any kind of paper for these projects, of course. Use what you have. So I'm just going to fold this quickly and get it glued down. What's fun is you can make these vintage, you can make them modern, you can make them any way you like. So that's what I thought was kind of fun about these these little seed packets today. And they're super easy to glue together. It's just 2 little tabs. So we're going to do that real quick. I'm going to hide the side seam, but I'm going to keep the back seam exposed like a real seed packet. So I'm going to give that a good little press with my bone folder. Okay, so now my pocket is ready. I stamped my pocket. I stamped my pocket with this background stamp. It's called Letter Background. It's by Penny Black, actually. And I like it because it's like just script. And we can do this really quick too. I'm using some Distress in Vintage Photo and Ground Espresso, and I just honestly just tap some of this on here, kind of randomly here. And then I have a piece of scrap paper here. It's pretty messy, but the flap side with the opening is going to be my front, so I'm going to want to put this face down. I'm going to take my scrap paper and just lightly press onto my stamp, trying not to let it move. And it's okay if it's blotchy or whatever, it doesn't matter. But that actually turned out pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. So the second part of this is this little seed label. So I got these at Dollar Tree. Trying to find the package top here. This is the package top. These are in the garden section at Dollar Tree in pack of 10. So here they are. And as you can see, they are very, very stark white. And I thought, oh, we should probably age that. So I pulled out my alcohol ink. So I have this pack of alcohol inks by Tim Holtz. It's the, doesn't say. I'm sorry, I don't know what color combo this is. I guess that's the item number there. But it comes with latte, ginger, and caramel. So actually I'm using the latte color, and I'm using a little like cotton swab for makeup. And this is messy, so I would suggest using a glass, yeah, you know, your glass plate or whatever. I'm just using a cutting board. Hold on, I'm trying to get this cap on here. It's giving me a hard time. Okay, there we go. I'm just using this cutting board from Dollar Tree, actually. It works perfectly. It's small. I can keep it in my my stencil bin. But yeah, so it comes right off. So here, I'm going to put some of this on here, and I'm going to take my cotton swab and just rub the plastic. I'm going to rub down the stem a little bit. And I am going to cover this up a little bit, so it doesn't have to be perfect. As you saw, I covered mine with like some wording, paper advertising. You don't have to either. I mean, you can leave this as it is and put your decor on the top of it. Okay, I like that. So we're going to stop there. I'm going to cover this up so it's not crazy. And then this just wipes off your glass mat with a baby wipe. So there we go. You can get that out of the way. Okay, so now I did distress my seed packet, so I'm just using tea dye and a brush. I'm just going to go around my edges really quick. And then we got to pick our seed packet too. What our image is going to be. Okay, so I really like this raspberry one. I like all of them, honestly. They're all pretty in their own way. So, oh, look at the lady. Let's do the lady. So I'm just using my Nuvo glue for most of this. And I do have a little bit of hot glue for some of the extra little pieces. So we're going to give this some nice coverage here. And you can choose to center it or not center it. It doesn't really matter. You can add things on top of this. The options are endless. Okay, so let's rub this down. Okay. And then next we can work on this piece. So here I'm using some ephemera. I have some Tim Holtz ephemera here. This is just field notes. It's got a bunch of florals and bugs and all kinds of stuff in there. I used a little bit of stickles. I added some tulle. I have die cuts here that I'm using. This is Garden Tools from I.O. So use what you have. I mean, that's the fun of this, right? Okay, so next I wanted wording. So I am using a digital printout from, this is Rubyandpearlxo. And let's add something. Look, I like this little flower. So we're gonna rip this out. I also printed that on tea-dyed paper, so it's already kind of aged. Oh, it's so pretty. So we're gonna rip this down a little bit. I want the word in there. Let's rip it. We can put the word maybe on top if we choose to. Pretty. Actually, it can hang over if you want to. It doesn't matter. Cover the whole thing. I think I'm going to partially cover it. Let's get rid of this border here. Okay, I like that. I'm just using my white glue. It actually worked really well, so surprisingly. But, okay, I'm going to bring this down just a hair. All right. And there's a front and a back. It says made in China on the other side, so you might want to hide that. I'm not sure. It's up to you. And then I like that right on top. So let's do that. So now I'm just honestly just playing. Sometimes that's the the best part. And sometimes it's a little intimidating. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I have a hard time picking what I want to put on these things. Okay, so far this is what we got. That's very pretty. All right, so let's look through our ephemera. Oh, okay. I like this little climbing guy. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. And, oh, I didn't cut those out. But I have a little, I have this die set here too. What is this? Foliage and Ladybugs by Susan Turney Colburn. She does dies with spellbinders. And we're going to do, let me cut this out. Let me cut this out quick, okay? Give me a second. Okay. This time I chose a light green. I think it matches the girl's background. So let's see. Oh, I also added some tulle. I have a piece here. And I cut it in half. So I'd like to put that here too. Add some glitter. And here's this little foliage piece. I like that. I really do like this little climby piece. I think we're going to layer them on top of each other. Did cover up my image here. Let's see what we got. Sometimes I find it easier to design when it's in here. So we also could cut off some of these branches. It doesn't need to have all the branches. It could have like these two. And then this coming up instead. Or I can tuck it in. Okay, let's see if we like that. I think I like that. Okay. I also kind of want to maybe put some sort of string behind it. Alright, so I got some of this, what is this called? This is called crochet thread. This is thin. So it shouldn't create too much bulk. So let's see here. Kind of want to stick this behind. I'm just going to wind it up, kind of bunch it up. And I'm going to stick this right in here. Like that. Okay. I'm going to pull some strings out here a little more. Oh, there we go. Like it. Okay. And then I'm going to put this, I think, like, kind of like that. Alright, so I'm going to use hot glue for this part. Got my little finger here. And I'm just going to put a little dabby do here and a little dab probably there because that's, looks like the other spots are hanging off. Just use my foam finger. Just kind of rock it back and forth. There we go. And then I'm going to use, you don't want to cover those spots up now, so gotta make sure we cover them up. Okay, no, good. Now we're going to use this and cover this up. And I kind of went through and added little dabs of glue if we needed it anywhere. Like we could probably put a dab here, underneath. Okay, hope you guys can see this. Okay. But I'm loving these. I think they're so pretty. I can also add utensils. I can add these little pieces, or maybe a little garden tool of some sort. Let's see. Can I stick them in here now? Oh, I like him there. Let's stick him in there. I think the garden tools add a little, I don't know, whimsy. So, I think that's all I'm going to do for this. Let's see. Yeah, I really like it. That's awesome. Okay, so I just added a little bit of white glue to either side of this. And then I just open this little seed packet up and position this where I wanted it. Okay. And then I just honestly just rubbed it down. And honestly, you can't even tell from the other side. And there you have it. So, I mean, of course, you could always stamp on the other side if you chose to, or wrote something on there, like a little message or whatever, but it's just meant to be a little embellishment. So here's the others. So I want to know what you think. Do you like this idea? Is it something you'll try? I mean, the possibilities are endless, really. So let's add, I'm going to add a little bit of stickles, I think, to the girl's hat. Oops. Let me use my little finger here. Okay. And then I'll add a little glitter to this flower. And I'm going to tap the rest on here. So yeah. I think she's perfect. You could also add gel pen or whatever to outline some of the wording, or whatever, like the circle here. So yeah, that is my idea for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.